So for example 2 here, you're given this information here, and you're asked to find the average mileage and the standard deviation. But one of the things, I mean, the mean is pretty even. The average mileage is pretty straightforward because I have these mileages here, these 8 different models and their mileages. So if I just take those mileages and sum them together and divide it by 8, on average, from these 8 cars, they average 44.75 miles per gallon. Now, for me to do the standard deviation, I have to have, basically a probability distribution here, and I really don't have that. I just have basic data here. But it depends on how I look at it, though. Because, I mean, I have values that range from 40 up through 50. And I see that 40 occurs once, 42 occurs twice, 45 occurs twice, 47 occurs twice, and 50 occurs once. So if I look at my mileages as my possible outcomes based off of these 8 hybrids, the probability of getting that mileage from these group of cars is a 1 out of 8 for 40 as well as 50, and 1/4 for 42, 45, and 47. You would find that if I took 40 times 1/8, 42 times 1/4, 45 times 1/4, 47 times 1/4, and 50 times 1/8 and added those together, I would also get 44.75. So, so that's another way of handling it, with the probability distribution. But I needed this to do my variance, because I just couldn't say 47 and have to deviate from the mean each time, because I mean theoretically I could. But one of the issues I would have is that I don't have my p-values that, from the formula for me to calculate. So when I set this up, the variance is going to be 1/8 of 40 minus 44.75 squared, 1/4 times 42 minus 44.75 squared, etc. for each one of these mileages here compared to the mean, and with each one of their probabilities outside. And so when I work this out to get the standard deviation, I'm just going to square root all this information, and it ends up being about 3.072 miles per gallon. So basically, it's just a big deviation here. You're looking at about 6 or 7% difference. That means that on average these are different by as much as about 6 or 7 percentage points. Again, not a huge difference, but not, because this is considered statistically insignificant either. It's better data overall than some of the other things we've seen so far. In comparative, but generally, we do expect to have some deviation from the mean, which is 44.75. You can see we do have some values that are a bit bigger, and we have ones that are a bit smaller too. So.